These earmuffs are so extra. Oh my gosh. Woo. Hey there, YouTube. Today is the first Wednesday of December 2025. Tomorrow is actually my younger brother's birthday, and I don't usually go out on Thursdays, so I don't know, I guess I'll mention that today. I highly doubt that I'll be going out tomorrow, because yeah, I usually don't work or go out on Thursdays very often. Me coming out today is Wednesday, yeah, the first Wednesday of this month. This is a very last minute decision for me to come out. I was like 95% not coming in today, because yeah, we had a snowstorm yesterday and last night, but I still came to work here at the club. I'm back here now at the club, about to go sign in for my shift for today. But last night I did the 10-hour shift that I would normally try to do. It was snowing throughout most of that. It was very slow here at the club. Yeah, I don't know, it didn't get too bad on my car, and when I got back to my apartment, the driveway wasn't too bad, but I still got a little bit stuck when I was trying to park my car back at my apartment in the driveway. So after doing the 10 hours, like, you know, upside down on the pole in my corset, which I did, yeah, end up doing again last night. So after all that, I went back and had to do a lot of shoveling in the driveway with the snow and stuff. And yeah, after that, when I got up today, I woke up a little bit later in the afternoon than I have been the past few days. So I was like, just relax, you know, like just take a nice relaxing day. But then I thought of two things to motivate myself. I don't think my favorite manager is working today, so I can't go on that for today or tonight. But there's a guy that I've been seeing here at the club recently that mentioned that he might come in either this Wednesday or next Wednesday. I don't know, we talked about it this past Monday a couple days ago, and I was like, well, which Wednesday were you referring to? And he was like, which do you want it to be? And I was like, well, preferably both. And he was like, okay. But I don't know, just the kind of mood he was in, and I'd be very surprised if he actually did come in today. But I mean, I have his number, maybe I could text him or something, I don't know. It's not something that I'm like counting on, because I would never really count on that kind of thing with people, but it's just like a little thing that I had in the back of my mind to try to like get myself to come into work today. And also though, honestly, the biggest thing, this is kind of weird, but even with that in the back of my mind, I was like, well, it's probably not going to happen. Like, I don't want to like put my eggs in one basket for one person, because you just can't rely on people. You just can't count on people. And not that I would want to put him in that position anyways. Like, we just met, and like, but especially being a dancer here, like, you're just on your own. You just, you know what I mean? That's like the eternal, for me anyways, that's like the eternal reality, is like, I'm always just going to be by myself doing this, and people come and go, money comes and goes, but me being by myself and all on my own, that's the permanent reality for me. So that will never change, I don't think. But anyways, like, you know, like not having regulars, not having support from anybody else. I mean, you know, me doing what I do here for as long as I've done it, like all the different things that I've done with my routine and my performances, and like on the pole, so many different things that I've incorporated into my performances, and it's like I still don't have any regulars. I still don't have anyone, like a single customer that comes in to see me and wants to like see me and support me and interact with me. It's just ridiculous to me. But oh well. But so the main thing that actually popped into my head, like last minute, like when I only had a few minutes left to really decide if I was going to come out or stay in today, I feel like I never see the stage being cleaned here at the club anymore. Even before, like, it was always a pretty rare thing, Like pretty much only one manager out of the 6 here would do it that I saw. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but just that I noticed. And then even he seemed to stop doing it recently, to where I've been bringing in my own Swiffer to do it myself sometimes. Like, the stage just gets really dirty and really gross and hardly ever seems to be cleaned unless I, yeah, take out my Swiffer and do it myself. But I did see the female DJ that was working last night. At the end of the shift, I saw her cleaning the stage, which I don't think I normally see, or if she's done that in the past, I've never really noticed it or seen it, because at the end of the night, I'm very, very like focused in my mind to just, normally what I'll try to do is be on the stage and on the pole as much as I possibly can be right before I come back outside, you know, this time of year, especially when it's so cold. I try to get as warm as I can, like, you know, getting a workout on the pole and stuff. And then immediately after that, I jump off the stage, throw on whatever clothing I have to try to retain my body heat. And I just try to like warm myself up as much as I possibly can. That's like pretty much my sole focus. It's just so cold, you know? And then, yeah, I don't have heat on in my apartment, back at my apartment. So just with that in mind, it's like I'd really try to increase my body temperature and my body heat, and like then get my clothing on to try to retain some of that heat as much as possible. So I've never really noticed her cleaning the stage before in the past, but I did notice her doing it last night. And you know, like normally my Wednesday shifts are not very good here. Granted, really hardly any of my shifts are. But I mean, last Wednesday, last Wednesday was okay because that was the day before Thanksgiving. So some people were out and like traveling, I think. But in general for me, Wednesdays especially really tend to suck ass. And I'm also thinking there'll probably be, I mean, there's normally a lot of dancers, other dancers here on Wednesdays, to get to whatever few customers happen to be here first. And I'm assuming there'll probably be, especially so, a lot of other dancers here tonight, because we did have the snowstorm yesterday and there weren't very many dancers here because of the storm. Well, I'm assuming that's why. So with the snowstorm, there were just a small handful of other dancers here last night. So there'll probably be a lot of other dancers here tonight to make up for that. Whereas normally there'd be a lot of other dancers on Wednesdays anyways. But so I don't know. I'm gonna go. I haven't been inside the club yet to see how it is. I just got here and I just wanted to do this video now as quickly as I could, to try to work with whatever last little bit of daylight I have here right now. It's about to get dark pretty soon. But when I go in there, I'm gonna see how many other dancers are here so far. And if there's already like a lot, I might not even sign in. I might not even work tonight. I don't know, I might just do something else, like go to the grocery store basically. I don't know, I have all these things that I have to do. I have to get to the bank. I have to pay my electric bill. I don't have to go to the grocery store, but it would be nice. Usually when I go out, when I can squeeze that in, I try to do that. You know, there's always something that I could get, you know, need to get more of, have on hand, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, that was the last little thing that clicked into my brain before really deciding to come out and do stuff today, or to maybe try to work tonight. I was like, well, that DJ was cleaning the stage last night, and I never see anybody do that, especially these days. And a lot of times on Wednesdays especially, I mean, the stage is always really, really dirty, but especially on Wednesdays just really seem to suck for me a lot, especially. And I was really dreading that too. I was like thinking of all the reasons and excuses for me not to come in to work tonight. And I was like, that stage is so gross and like yada yada. But then I was like, wait a minute. I saw the DJ cleaning the stage last night. So that was like, I don't know, that one little thing just clicked in my brain and I was like, do it. At least maybe the stage will be not so bad. So that's pretty much what I'm going on right now. And then yeah, maybe I will see that guy. Maybe I'll try to text him or something, I don't know. But it was basically just thinking about the stage being cleaned shortly beforehand, like last night, early this morning, however you look at it. It was after midnight, so there was that. And then, I mean, obviously me wanting to do my YouTube here, kind of thing. So, but yeah, I also wanted to just mention a little bit about my shift yesterday as far as me going on the pole in my corsets again. I was so proud of myself for that. I had done that the shift beforehand on Monday, but you know, it kicks my ass. I wasn't wearing my special shoes to try to grip the pole with. The shoes that I was wearing doing this are not very good. Like most of my shoes are pretty not good and busted up. But yeah, and then so I started going on the pole yesterday in my corset. Actually, no, I did start doing it early on, but I think I ended up doing it pretty much throughout the shift again, almost all night long, almost every time I went on stage. But going into that shift, I was kind of thinking like, maybe don't bother trying to do that much. Maybe try to do it like one time, because I had already been doing it so many times the shift beforehand on Monday night. So I kind of wanted to try to like take it a little bit easier last night. But my dancer friend Paris was there early on when I first got there in the afternoon, and I didn't even think of it right away. I was kind of just stretching, and I mean, it was very, very slow, hardly any other dancers or people there, customers. And it took me a little while to think of it, but she was sitting right by the stage for a while, just already on her phone. And eventually I was like, wait a minute, maybe, because I knew in the back of my mind I had been wanting to get a picture of me on the pole upside down in my corset since I had just been starting to do that again. Just this past week, Sunday, Monday nights, and then again last night, Tuesday night. This week has been my first time doing that, you know, my corsets on the pole in years and years and years and years and years. I really can't remember the last time that I was doing that. And I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do it again. I was telling myself not to even try. I'm too old for that now. My body is too worn out, yada, yada. But I'm so thrilled and amazed that I'm still able to do that somehow. So yeah, when I saw Paris sitting by the stage, eventually it clicked in my brain. I was like, okay, she's already on her phone. We have each other's numbers. We text each other from time to time. I was like, okay, just ask Paris to take some pictures. So she did take pictures of me. I posted them here on my YouTube under the post section. And that really put a smile on my face. You know, this was during the snowstorm. It was snowing pretty much all day and night, and so that was obviously a bummer. Very slow at the club, very, you know, just cold and crappy. But I was really appreciative to her for taking those pictures, because that really cheered me up and put a smile on my face. And oh gosh, yeah. So I've gone upside down on the pole in my corsets in the green one that I have, and then last night was the white one. I haven't done it today. I don't know if you can really tell because I'm wearing mostly black, but today I am still wearing a corset. I'm wearing my black one. It kind of blends in with my outfit a bit, but I have not tried to go on the pole yet in this black corset. I actually haven't even climbed the pole in this black corset yet. This is the first corset that I started to try to wear after all these years. I wore this on Sunday, and because it was my first time wearing one again in so long, with this one, I only wore it for a short period this past Sunday night, maybe for like, I don't know, an hour or less. I didn't climb the pole or do anything with this corset that time. Monday night and last night, Tuesday night, were my times wearing different corsets that I was able to go on the pole and upside down. So, but the one that I was wearing yesterday, the white one, that one I laced up especially tight. So, oh, but not only that, I was actually able, because in this one on Sunday, I could barely move. Like, I really was just very limited in my movement. But the white one last night was especially tight, and somehow I guess I was just getting more used to it. Because not only was I going on the pole in that and upside down and stuff, I was actually doing a lot of my other types of dancing, like just very, very fast, all around the stage, like using my arms and my hips and a lot of like twists and turns, very quick movements, pretty much, yeah, just utilizing all the area all around the stage. I mean, I was dancing very quickly, and a lot of moves that I would typically try to do when I'm more warmed up and feeling okay, you know, or somewhat. And it was pretty amazing also to be able to do those kinds of moves while wearing a corset. I hadn't really done as much dancing like that on Monday night, but last night on Tuesday night, I was kind of pretty much doing my regular style of dancing, which requires a pretty wide range of movement, which obviously wearing a very, very tightly laced corset, you don't really tend to typically have very much. But I guess I'm just getting my body more used to moving in these things, and somehow, some way, I was doing a lot of different types of dancing, styles of dancing, you know, not intricate, well, kind of intricate, but just very, a lot of different movements, fast movements, twists, turns, all of that in my corset last night. And I was very, very surprised by that, very, very happy with that. It was a very slow night for the snowstorm, and I again, similar to Monday night, I ended the shift. So after midnight, like the last last half hour that we were open, pretty much none of the other dancers wanted to go on stage. There were like no customers by the stage, hardly any customers in the club at all, for that matter. But yeah, I was like, there were three particular dancers that I can recall kind of just standing by the stage talking to each other, and none of them really wanted to go on stage, it seemed like. So, you know, I was just up there, just putting on a show for nobody, or for them, I guess, maybe, I don't know, for whoever happened to still be in the club at that time. But I was up there for a good almost an hour, at least half an hour, if not almost a full hour towards the end of the night. And I kind of did a similar thing Monday night, but not for as long of a period of time. But last night it was even longer, and you know, I ended the night on the pole. I went upside down again in my corset a few times. That's pretty much how I ended the night for the very last song. And for a couple of the other songs, the last songs of the night leading up to that last song. So yeah, I mean, I had already been going upside down on the pole in my corset throughout the shift leading up to that. But I just kind of wanted to have my little grand finale for the end of the night. Like it kind of just seemed to work out that way, where, you know, that was just how things happened. There was nobody else really around to go on stage, and none of the customers to try to like really pay attention to. So I was just able to do my thing, and that's what I did. And yeah, I ended the night that way. Still went upside down in my corset on the pole a couple extra times, ended the night that way, last song of the night. And by that point, after that, I was hot. My body was warm. And that's like such an amazing feeling, because then when I come back outside in the freezing cold, I'm coming outside to cool off at that point. You know what I mean? Like my cheeks are red, like I'm sweaty, like I'm hot. And rather than coming outside and freezing to death, or, you know, trying my best not to, I'm coming outside to cool the frick off. So I really, really like that feeling. And I work very hard for it. So I was very happy with that. As happy as a person could be living in this horrific state of affairs, this horrific place. Like, I don't know why or how people do this shit. I mean, I'm just kind of stuck here. I feel too incapable. I have a long list of reasons I don't move somewhere else. I mean, I don't know how I would do anything else anywhere else. You know, I could just go on and on about why I haven't moved anywhere else, and I continue to put up with this crap. But I do like it here at the club, and that's pretty much my main way of warming myself up. That shit is so much better than the gym for me. I do like to run and jog sometimes, but dancing is just, oh my gosh. And I heard this new song last night. I think it was called Unsteady by Ex-Ambassadors. And it's one of those songs where I just want to sing along to it. And like here on YouTube, I've seen a lot of different, not as much these days, but especially like a few years ago, I would really see this a lot, like different fan videos where people would take a song and add in, rather than the regular music video that the artist would have for that song, a fan or somebody else would take a song and then add in their own, not their own, but they would add in other clips of media to make their own kind of video for it, like clips from like TV shows or movies, that kind of thing. And a lot of times like a mix mash, mishmash, like mixed of like different TV shows and different movies. Sometimes it's just one, and other times it's like a mix of different things, different clips from different shows, different movies, but that somehow seem to go together with the song in the background very well. I guess they call them like fan videos or like fandom kind of videos. I don't know how to make stuff like that. Like I really don't know how to, even with my own videos here on YouTube, I really don't know much about editing or software or different kind of media types of stuff like that. I'm one of the most technology illiterate people probably ever that will ever exist. So that's not my, like, you know, I don't know how to do stuff like that, but I've always kind of wished that I did, because I love videos like that. I love when you can take a song and add your own spin to it with different types of clips from different types of media. And with that song that I heard last night, Unsteady by Ex Ambassadors, I kind of like see clips of myself in my own life, like here at the club. I know it sounds so cheesy, and it is, but I really do. Like, I have like my own fan video in my head of myself, because I am my own biggest fan, because nobody else gives a shit. Nobody else is a fan of mine. So I'm my own biggest fan, and I have this like fan video in my head of myself, like clips of my life, playing with that song. So I know that sounds really stupid, but it's true. I just love that song so much, and I just love singing so much, and I love singing to that song now. And here at the club, I was singing last night too. There's certain songs that I just love to sing to. Singing is, besides dancing, singing is one of my very favorite things in this world. Like, I just love to sing so much. I'm not good at it, I don't think, but I don't care. I just, oh my gosh, I can see the moon. There's like a full moon right now. That's so weird to see it in the day like that. That cloudy kind of like white, opaque, powdery looking. It's a full moon though. And it's right above a cloud. I love to sing so much. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So my phone's like falling. The thing that I have to hold my phone up is duct taped onto my dashboard, and the duct tape is kind of right over the heating vent. So lately I have been putting the heat on in my car. I was trying not to for a while, but lately I just said, you know, fuck it, and I've been putting it on. So I think the heat is loosening the tape, so the thing keeps falling. But God, I look awful right now, and I feel pretty awful. I don't feel as awful as I look though, thankfully. If I had to choose one over the other, I'm not too sure, but it's funny because, yeah, in my video yesterday with the snowstorm, I was like, holy crap. Like, you can just see the misery in my face, like, and my mood switching. Like, parts of it I was laughing hysterically about stuff, and other parts I was like screaming and like freaking out over like everything around me. Like, yeah, I don't do well with winter. I don't know how anybody possibly could. It's one of the most horrific things I can imagine ever. So that was showing in my video yesterday, and it's gonna show a lot in the future if I continue to try to do videos on here for this round of winter. God. Today's okay though. I'm glad that I cleared out so crap. It looks like my video just interrupted, so I have no idea. I was just going on and on about how much I hate winter and what the sky looks like right now, and how much I hate how I look right now and how awful I feel. I was just complaining, you know, how I normally do, just going on and talking about, yeah, I was looking up at the sky, so I didn't notice that my video interrupted. It's been a little while since that's happened, so I'm not sure where it cut off, but oh well. I wasn't really saying anything too interesting or remarkable or groundbreaking. I'm just complaining and talking about how the sky looks. It is a full moon. I don't know if it got that. Yeah, it's a full moon during the day right now, which is interesting looking. So, oh God, yeah, I definitely hate winter. Oh my gosh. If I do continue to do videos on here, like throughout the winter and throughout the storms, that really should be an interesting time. Because yeah, it definitely brings out some of my nastier moments and moods and faces and sides of my personality. You know, earmuffs and squirrels bring out the nicer sides of me that are like happy and smiling and nice and stuff. And then winter just, you know, brings out the rest of it. So, but it's a beautiful sky here today. A little bit of daylight left. I got about 15 minutes before I have to go sign into the club. Well, I don't have to, but before I intend to try to do that. So I am proud of myself for coming out today. I was so close to not coming out today. So I did it. I'm here. I'm here at the club. I'm at work. I just feel really crappy. But I was saying a few minutes ago, I don't know if it got in the video or not, but I don't think I feel as crappy as I look. I just really, like, I can't stand this winter. Like, the misery just shows in my face. Like, you can literally see the misery in my face from this video today and yesterday, the video that I did, like, from the snowstorm. There's, like, a change in my face and how I look. Like, it's just, like, aged me, like, overnight practically even more, and just, like, another just, like, pile of misery just seeped into my face and my body and my soul. Like, it's just showing, you know, like, how miserable I fucking am. Like, I hate this shit so much. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. It's like being single or not. It's like having a supportive family versus not. It's like being all alone in your world versus not. Living in the winter, or where you have winters like where we have here, versus not. People that live in Florida or in warmer climates that don't deal with winters the way that we do here, that don't get these kind of snowstorms, and it's like, I don't know if the hurricanes are as bad as they say, or like if they have their own way of dealing with horrific weather, but if they don't, if some people don't, I want to think there's some people that don't have horrible weather that's like devastating and life destroying. So people that don't have that issue versus people that live around places like this with winters like this, it's just like, it's two different worlds, it's two different lives, and like, yet we still live by the same rules, the same laws, the same, we're still seen the same way by society and like approached the same way and treated the same way, it seems. But it's like, no, this is like two different creatures, two different species, like two completely polar opposite things. Single people versus not single people, unless you're in a very bad abusive relationship, I guess. But people in like that are in a healthy, happy relationship versus people that are on their own, people that have nice supportive families that live close by versus people that don't, like people that are in this kind of climate 8-9 months out of the year versus people that are in a nice warm climate that stays like that most of the time throughout the year. It's just it's such a different way of existing in the world. It's so different that it's like, how are we all seen and treated the same, just grouped into like one group of people, like humans? We're not all the same like that. Like, it's so different. It's so different. It's, to me, it's a different species. It's a different, completely different thing. It's just, I could sit and think and ponder this for days, maybe weeks, of what it could possibly be like to not be in this kind of climate, to not exist like this. It's so amazing to me. And then it's like, what do they do, those people that don't deal with this stuff? What do they deal with instead? What might it be like for them? What is it for them that builds their character, or whatever they want to call it? What is it for them that they have to overcome? What is a winter like for them? Do the seasons even really change for them? Or do they have a spring? Do they have an autumn? Or is it just pretty much always summer and warm and nice? Or it's so amazing to me. It's so interesting for me to think about this stuff. And because I've always lived around here. I've always lived in this kind of climate. And I guess I should be used to it, but it just gets worse. The older I get, and the more years of accumulated pain and struggle and suffering and being all alone in the world, like, it just adds up and gets worse and worse and worse. And it seems like that pattern's just going to continue, where it just continues to get worse and more difficult. And it's just amazing to me, like, what about other people? How might it be for others that aren't living like this, that aren't existing in this kind of way? Mind-blowing, just mind-blowing. Wow. I was so proud of myself this past summer. I was so pleased with how I looked for the most part, and now once again it's just all destroyed. I'm back to this. So I don't know. All of what I do here, like trying to climb the pole in my corsets and trying to get a workout, it really doesn't seem to be doing me much good. At least I can still fit in my corsets, but I don't know. I just really don't feel very good about myself. I feel like a man. I was joking around the other day. Where are they? There's these sleeves. I've been wearing these sleeves a lot lately, and they kind of remind me of like a pirate kind of look. So I was joking around the other day that I think I was Ernest Shackleton in a past life. I guess he was like an explorer down in Antarctica or something like that. Him and his men got stuck around Antarctica and had to like cross was it the Bering Strait or the Drake Passage, possibly? One of the roughest areas of water they had to cross in this tiny little boat. I think twice they had to do that, and like none of his men died. I don't know. I think it's possible if past lives really are a thing. I could have probably been a man. I might as well be a man now. I mean, practically. I don't feel like you know what I mean? This past summer, I was so proud. I felt like almost like a beautiful woman, like a nice, this past summer. And now I just, in the wintertime especially, I just feel like a man. Like I just feel like a lumberjack. It's awful. It's so awful. I hate it so much. But it's like, what's the point of this? Like, it's... But I couldn't have had a past life because they say when you have a past life, when you reincarnate into your next one, you like supposedly choose your next one. And I can't understand, I can't possibly fathom ever choosing this life that I'm in now, or this body, this existence that I have now. So maybe this life that I have now could eventually be a past life, and maybe I can like reincarnate in the future and pick a better one. I don't think I would have picked this one. There's no way. There's no way. If I ever did, I'm sure kicking myself for it now. Wow, I can go upside down on the pole in a corset. For $0. For $0 fucking dollars. It's so silly. It's so difficult to do. And yeah, I can do it, but so what? This past summer, I was on the treadmill for like 99 minutes at a time, going at a speed of 6 miles and over for like straight 99 minutes without stopping, without pausing, no water, no breaks, just like 9-10 miles, sometimes 11 miles in that 99 minutes. But for what? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. Like, nobody's gonna clap about it. Nobody's gonna care. It doesn't really add up to anything other than I'm tired the next day or week, the following days and week. I can't really do much else, I guess. I wanted to come out today partly to do this YouTube video and like wear my black corset and have like another little like corset outfit and try to like put an outfit together and do something with my day and my night, and it's like I just feel so crappy. Why? What is the point of this shit? Like, maybe, yeah, maybe someday this life this existence I have now could be a past life, and I could just reincarnate in the future, and this will be the past life. This one will be the past life, and then I can hopefully just have a different one at some point in the future. Be a totally different person. Choose something good that time. Hopefully. I am really proud of myself for doing what I've been doing here at the club, on the stage and on the pole. But other than that, I don't think that would be enough to have ever chosen this life. If I were to have a past life and then choose this one, I would still never choose this one that I can imagine. Like, what? I shame on me if I did. I guess it's my own fault then, but damn. I also really, I don't know, last night, Taz was there last night too, and when I ended the shift back on the pole upside down in my corset, I don't know, that time I wanted to ask Taz to take pictures of me too, because I was really trying to get, in the pictures, I was trying to get a shot of the angle where you can really see that both of my legs are out to the side and that I don't have either of my legs on the pole for some of those moves. I'm really having my legs both out to the side and just using my arms to hold on to the pole when I'm upside down like that. And I don't think the pictures that we got so far with Paris really show that very much. So that's still kind of a work in progress. I really wanted to ask Taz to take some of those pictures, yeah, at the end of the night last night, but I don't know. I already felt weird being up there, like nobody else in the club, and she was talking to some other people and stuff. So, and I just didn't want to push my luck, I guess, because I already had been like all night and the night before pretty much. And then there was also a time earlier in the shift where I could have possibly gotten a video of me on stage, because I was in that zone a little bit that I like to get in with my dancing, and there was nobody else out in the crowd for a while where they would have been in that camera angle in that shot. But I don't know, it just, the music wasn't right for it. It was at one point, but then the playlist switched over to where it was different music when it was the right kind of music when there were people in the crowd, and then later on when that zone had been activated, there were no longer people in the crowd, but then the music switched. So the timing just didn't really work out. But I remember wishing that it would, because I was looking out at the empty crowd, at the empty stage, or the empty chairs, the empty room with no customers, nobody watching my performance, nobody there, and just thinking, there's nobody in the background, like that could be a video of me on the stage with nobody else in the shot. But again, the music wasn't right for it at that time, so damn it. But I really want to try to get another video like that in the future. I wish I could have gotten those over the summer, because oh my gosh, this summer it's like I actually looked the way that I kind of wanted to look, whereas now it's just not even close. But anyways, I have 2 minutes to go sign in to work, so I'm gonna see how many other dancers are there. I hope other people out there are doing well and staying warm. We're trying to, hopefully I can try to get back on pretty soon, sooner than later, as I like to say. So I'm gonna peace out for now, but till next time.